Alright, so we've got to do a bit more modelling, and in this case it's the cables here, as you can see. So basically he's got like a cable attached to the arm to the back somewhere, and yeah. So we could probably do this from the top. So if we grab, let's have a look, the middle part of the arm, like here, and it attaches underneath here. Yeah, we could probably do in the front view. So create CV curve tool and just kind of click something like that. And then we can start to position the curve. Let's have a look. I keep accidentally selecting the geometry, so I'm going to click on this, the geometry mask, and so now it allows me to select the curve all the time. So let's just get like a nice curve flow in here. That looks pretty good. So what can we do? So if we go to create sweep mesh, boom, it gives us that. Now let's just take a look at, it's a rather thin cable. So thin. So the first thing we want to do is scale profile. Instead of 1, let's try 0.5. There we go, much thinner. Let's turn on the wireframe so we can see. Now it's very low resolution, as you can see here. So if you go to mode and switch on EP to EP, look at that, we've got a lot of resolution. So it's a much smoother cable, but it's a bit too much. So use this slider. Now normally I bring it down to like about 6, 5 or 6. Usually does it for me, and maybe 0.4, and there you have it. Really, once you're happy with it, we can click this back on, so we can select the polygons and boom, delete history, and there you go. We have our cable sorted. Press 3, and there you go. Now I do believe it's segmented. You can't really tell. I know the big one is. It's a much bigger cable that actually flows from there. I mean, we can keep that as it is, and we need to do like a bigger one. So the bigger one, again, let's create a curve tool. So it comes from here again, and it plugs into his arm, and I don't like the shape of it, so I'm going to delete it, and I'm going to do it again. So from the arm, I'm just going to get it to swing up into the body. It's that simple. Now I'm going to center the pivot, isolate it, and with the D, I want to hold down C, middle mouse, and can you see the pivot? It slides along all the way the curve, and I want it to stop at the edge. And the reason I want it to stop at the edge of the curve there is I can rotate it into position. There you see, and bring it down. Not too far down, because then it goes into the leg, you see. So you want to kind of be careful where it's gonna go. Something like that is looking pretty good. And what I want to do is Control D, G, Scale X -1 and copy the curve over, get it out of that group now, we don't need it in that group, there we go, and I can use it now to position it for this arm. So again, D, C, middle mouse, and you allow the pivot to slide along the surface of the curve, so I'm going to stop right at the end of the curve there and then spin it round, up, keep going until it's stuck inside the arm there. So that looks pretty good. Alright, so we can grab this curve and then say sweep mesh. Now this one's bigger, as you can see, and also it seems to taper, so it's maybe not, I don't know, but we can do that. Like, we've got the taper option here, as you can see. Maybe add a bit of taper to it just to make it a bit more interesting. And EP to EP, bring it down to like about 6. And that's it really. That looks good, and we can do the same here, and we can duplicate this. We can bring it back, bring it forward, and we can use this to create the thinner So what I'm gonna do with this one is I want to drag it down more. Delete. It's fine. Alright, so we can grab this and say sweep mesh, scale 0.4 I believe, and then the precision is EP to EP, drop it down to 6, and then that's that one done. Although it's sticking out just a little bit there, we'll fix that in a second. And then this one is a sweep mesh, I don't know, 0.8 maybe. Let's taper it down. And again, EP to EP, let's bring it down to about 6. And there you go, job done. So let's fix this a little bit. Let's place the pivot around here. And so let's just spin it around, and there we go. It was that simple. So these big ones, I believe they are serrated. Well, not serrated, segmented. And let's do that. So let's say grab some random edge loops, bevel the edge, bring the fraction in, yeah, and then select the face loops inside the beveled edges, and we want extrude, and just bring them in. And let's take a look. Here we go, not bad. And multi-cut. So I'm just sharpening the edges a little bit. There we go. And we can do the same here. So bevel the edge, bring the fraction in, and actually I'm going to bring the fraction in a bit more. Hit T to bring back the options box. Extrude face, just bring it in, just scale it a little bit, grab the multi-cut, and dong, 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 dong. And I'm basically adding edge loops just to sharpen the surface. There you have it. And so we've done the cables. So we can select up the cables, put them in a group, and say cables group, and bung it into blue. We can get rid of all the curves. And there we go, there's blue. And the legs need to go in now. There we go. So we have modelled our robot, we've posed him, we added the cables now. He's all finished, it's all cool, as you can see. What do we need to do next? Well, we need to colour him and texture him, maybe do a background as well. So I'll see you next video.